you for tuning into another episode of Take 10 on Tuesday with the Tennessee Tribune. I'm Jason Luntz. Today I invited two gentlemen that are throwing a great event that's also bringing light to an important cause. I am with the owners of the RMG Sports Group, Mr. Norman Washington the first and the second. How are you fellas doing today?
Great, how are you?
I'm pretty good.
All right, I'm very excited. For one, I'm excited about this event you're putting together. I think it's something that a lot of our readers and viewers will be very interested in. So we're going to just jump right in. RMG Sports Group, what exactly do you guys do?
Well, really we are a family-based business. So we sit down and help athletes as far as from professional and amateur with the transitions of getting to the next level, whether that's the next level to get into college or the next level going professionally. Okay, so are you similar to a sports agency? We're similar to a sports agency, yes, but we took the motto of where we're not agents. We're more so managers for the athletes. We really sit down and help them decide or find the right process of going to the levels of collegiately or professionally. Okay, so I'm assuming that you must have some kind of athletic background, one of you two, that made you decide to go into this, or is it a business background? What exactly made you both decide to form this company?
A combination of everything you just said.
Okay.
We're from a athletic family, as well as we have a business background, and also early on, my two boys, Norman and Dion, were great athletes at an early age. Mm-hmm. So therefore, they played JV baseball over at the high school when they were in the 7th and 8th grade. In doing so, they were with the older athletes at the high school, and I noticed that most of them were not getting athletic scholarships.
Wow.
And I learned about the NCAA clearinghouse. And most of the parents were unaware of the NCAA clearinghouse. A lot of them today are unaware.
The NCAA?
The NCAA clearinghouse.
Okay, what exactly is that?
The NCAA clearinghouse is the authority of determining whether an athlete qualifies to accept a scholarship. And they have a core course requirement that you must take.
Okay.
It starts with, I'll use math for example. The first math they will accept is Algebra 1. Well, in the 8th grade in February, when the middle school sends over the schedule for the student, they may be a Algebra 1A student. Mm-hmm. Then in the 10th grade, they may take Algebra 1B. But if the clearinghouse says they need 3 maths and it starts with algebra, then that's Algebra 1, geometry, then Algebra 2. Well, if by the 10th grade you have taken 1A and 1B, common sense says that equates to 1, but the NCAA clearinghouse don't accept those courses.
Oh, wow.
So what happens is you have a family that's just finding out about the NCAA clearinghouse the junior year, because that's when you're supposed to register. Well, at that point, it's too late. And especially with the new rules that are coming in, where you have to be cleared in the first semester of your senior year starting next year. So what happens is most kids end up either going to junior college or not going to school at all, depending on their family situation.
So these are students who actually have the capabilities to play in a larger school environment, but because they took the wrong courses, they just don't have that option?
That's correct. Not only are there students that have the athletic ability, they have the academic ability.
Wow.
Because you didn't clear through the NCAA clearinghouse does not mean you had bad grades. It means you haven't taken the courses required.
So you could be an outstanding student, but you didn't take the right courses.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
and
amazing.
You have to know this my argument is you have to know this going into high school so that you can put a plan together. No, every kid cannot start off with Algebra 1. Every kid cannot start off with one of the sciences or the histories that's required. But at least after the freshman year, you could at least put the kid in that course have the parent to sign a waiver with the guidance counselor, and then see how that kid progress. And by the senior year, everything is in line.
Okay.
And that's what we do. We reach out to the seventh and eighth graders and their parents, and try and educate them about the clearinghouse and the process of making sure that they're academically as well as athletically eligible.
Okay, so one thing I guess about your organization is that it's important that you work with children, with younger people. Do you have anything else that centers around junior or high school students?
We actually have a sports academy, and it's centered around giving them position-specific training on their sports. There's a lot of trainers that train on the 40, the vertical jump, broad jump, the things that you have to test well at these big combines, but no one's really sitting down and getting them the fundamentals of the game, understanding their position and how to improve themselves, and understand the game from X and O in the classroom. And then we also have where we have them sit down and prep for SAT and SAT course load. So they're preparing themselves to take these tests.
Oh, that's
and
great.
Being able to expose them to business professionals as well, to open their minds to when they go to college, what degree do I want to go?
Oh, this is great. Oh, okay, so the academy handles your position that you need to be playing, how to test well, and also, because you are going to college, what you should be majoring in.
Yes.
Oh man, okay. Now that's a great program. Now that's available here in Nashville.
Yes.
It's
available here in Nashville, being surrounding locations. Actually, the first one will be at Ezel Harding, one of the locations that we typically work with a lot of our youth at.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so right there, I already see a lot of differences in what your focus is than other people that are in the sports industry. Seems like you guys really are about helping people and bringing some value, and that's important.
Well, what I like to say, what we're trying to do is educate.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be the high school athlete, the college athlete, as well as the professional athlete.
Mm-hmm.
The college athlete, we get in and we help them to understand the NCAA rules so that they don't do things that will cause them to be ineligible, receiving gifts or money.
Oh, so you focus on that, yeah.
And then in addition to that, we assist them in the selection of an agent.
Great, okay.
So therefore, having an agent is not a cookie cutter. You know, you have to have someone that fits your situation. Everybody's situation is different. In addition to that, we help them to understand what areas they need to work on to prepare themselves for the combine.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Now, I want to switch gears and I want to talk about the event that I mentioned at the top of the show. Let's tell the audience a little bit about your golf class that you have coming and what the focus of the event is.
Well, the event we're having is to fight against crime and domestic violence.
Okay.
This is something that's near and dear to my family's heart. It's something we all share and experience. But we also know that it's something that it's time for awareness. Someone to actually speak up about it, especially men, being that we have the platform of sports, and sports being really a setting where a lot of people sit down and pay attention. Want to be able to reach out to the communities and talk a little bit more about it.
Okay, so at the event, let's just hear a little bit about what exactly are we, what are you doing that day?
So it's a 2-day event. April 25th, which is Saturday, we're having a free youth seminar. And that's where we'll be talking about the SAT and ACT work as far as prep. Also NCAA clearinghouse, being a student athlete, being a professional athlete, and also crime, bullying, and domestic violence.
Okay, great.
And then Monday the 27th, we're having a golf tournament, and that's where we will have people come out and participate in helping us raise funds to donate to a local women's shelter, and also the Challenge for Change initiative.
Okay, so the actual golfing event, you're going to be raising money that's going to a local women's shelter. Yeah. And what time is that again, and where are you playing, and how much does it cost to play around?
So it's the golf tournament is actually 12 noon start time. Okay. Registration starts at 10:30 a.m. Okay. On Monday, and the location is the Hermitage Golf Course, and off Old Hickory Boulevard in Hermitage, Tennessee. So
Okay. And how much is it?
the cost is $185 for individual
Mm-hmm.
and $740 for foursome.
For a foursome? Okay, so foursome go out there. So this sounds like, I know a lot of you guys out there play golf, so this would be a great chance to play with your friends and also help out because local women's shelters, yeah, they need a lot of funds.
Yeah.
It's sad to say. It's definitely sad to say. That sounds great. Well, we're definitely going to have that information, and we're going to we'll put that out on our website too and share the flyer with our social media so more people can become aware of the event. Now, is there a website that they can link in and go ahead and pay to participate?
Yes. The website you can go to is RMG Sports Group, CharityGolfClassic.com. You can pay online right now as an individual or as a foursome and register with your team or yourself. If there's interest into being a sponsor, we have information on there to request sponsorship information, or you can email us at info@rmgsportsgroup.com.
All right, great. Well, man, I really appreciate it. Now, before I let you go, I always have to ask, since you're here, you're in Nashville, how do you guys feel about the Nashville business environment right now?
The Nashville business environment is definitely changing. It's a lot of, we've noticed that it's a lot of businesses that are moving here. That was one of the reasons why we wanted to make Nashville our foundation piece. Right now it's the it city. And, I mean, you have a mixed bag of healthcare to banking to music to athletics now, even to the point of seeing a lot of major manufacturing companies coming here as well. So it's definitely something that's very interesting. Definitely glad to be a part of the growth.
Oh man, that's great. That's great. Well, I really do appreciate both you guys coming here today. And domestic violence is a great cause, and I really think it's important what your organization is doing for the youth. Very good. And I want to thank you guys for stopping by again.
Thank you.
And once again, you've been tuning to Take 10 on Tuesday with the Tennessee Tribune. See you next time.